who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away, if the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others.
Testing. Welcome everyone to today's matchup here in Orem, Utah, in the Lockhart Arena between the Utah Valley Wolverines and the Montana Lady Grizz. I'm Dylan Harrison, and typically I'm alongside my partner Kyle Bruder, who handles the play-by-play, but he is unfortunately out with the flu today, so we wish him the best, and we'll ride solo here this afternoon. Let's start off with the starters today for Utah Valley. At guard, number 3, Mariah Carvajo. At forward, number 14, Eve Broslis. At forward, number 21, Neha Sohail. At forward, number 35, Jordan Holland. And at center, number 40, Josie Williams. And now for the visiting Montana Lady Grizz, their starters for today at guard, number 2, Sophia Stiles. At guard, number 3, Gabby Harrington. Also at guard, number 32, Mackenzie Johnson. At forward, number 11, Abby Anderson. And at forward, number 44, Emma Stockholm. The Lady Grizz are in maroon and the Wolverines are in white today. And the tip-off is underway. And the Lady Grizz get the tip. The Lady Grizz spent the Thanksgiving weekend in Fullerton, California, and went 1-1 at the Titan Classic. They opened the tournament with a 68-58 loss to Santa Clara, but then defeated the host, Cal State Fullerton, 71-69, holding on for the win after building a 17. the Wolverines, who opened the season 0-5 under first-year head coach Dan Nilsson, picked up their first win on Saturday, 77-61, at home over Antelope Valley. And Utah Valley lost, however, this week to Idaho State, 88-61. And Utah Valley is on the board first with technical difficulties. Is a little bit undersized, as they bring a lot of height here to Orem, Utah. Utah Valley has got to do a good job boxing out on the defensive end and not giving any second chance opportunities for the Lady Grizz. Carvalho inbounds to the top to Brassless, and retakes possession. Holland over here on the wing inserts the pass to Josie Williams, who goes up and finishes for two. Josie Williams had an outstanding game against Antelope Valley, leading all scorers in Utah Valley's first win of the season. Anderson with a great spin move to the basket, unable to finish for the Lady Grizz as Carvalho brings the ball down and Wolverines work it around the key, but just a little miscommunication here between Josie Williams and Neha Sohail as Josie Williams turns it over out of bounds and the Lady Grizz will take over. The Lady Grizz are led by number 32, Mackenzie Johnson, the senior guard. She leads all scorers for the team with 13 points on average, as Stockholm with a pretty shot off the glass from the right wing. Great anticipation right there by Gabby Harrington, jumping the pass. But Wolverines will maintain possession here as Utah Valley's up 4-2 with 6:48 left in the first quarter. Holland to inbound. Wolverines looking to insert the ball to Brassless under the hoop with a difficult reverse layup, but she follows up her miss and is able to get the putback bucket. The Lady Grizz wasting no time getting up and down the court as Harrington rims out the jumper from the right wing, and Utah Valley is right back at it. Utah Valley really looking to find Brassless on the block or Josie Williams, and they've done it. And she is smothered by Stockholm and Pickens as both get their hands on the ball and block the shot by Josie Williams. And it ends up going out of bounds off Josie Williams, and the Lady Grizz will take possession. And Stiles brings up the ball up the court, finds Johnson on the left wing. It's a good look right there by the Lady Grizz as Johnson finds Pickens, and off the dribble penetration. And Pickens very comfortable with that 10-foot baseline jumper, and she knocks it down. Utah Valley's going to retain possession of the ball as the ball was deflected off the Lady Grizz out of bounds. And Carvalho looking to pass it in here. She finds Jordan Holland up at the top of the key and hands it right back to Maria Carvalho. Brassless with a great pump fake and drive to the left, but unable to finish at the rim. Oftentimes, defenders aren't ready for her. She's a lefty, and unless you're paying a lot of attention to the scouting report, that's something that you're going to miss. She's able to oftentimes take advantage of it early on in the games. Carvalho for three at the top. Comes up short, but it's off the Lady Grizz, and Utah Valley will retain possession. 6-4 Utah Valley with 5:09 remaining in the first quarter. Wolverines doing a high screen double pick action. And it's going to be off Utah Valley and out of bounds, the Lady Grizz ball. And that is our first media timeout of the half. Utah Valley 6, Montana 4 with 4:56 remaining in the first. And we will take a short break.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you. Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage,
To rise.
to succeed.
To become.
When you know before you go how the latest breaking news, traffic, and weather will affect you, that equals a good morning. Wake up with the news specialists on KSL Today, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
And we're back. The Lady Grizz will have the ball coming out of this timeout, the media timeout here, as Sophia Stiles brings the ball up the court and Maria Carvalho with the defense. There's been a few substitutions on the court. Utah Valley has subbed in Kiana De Los Santos. And the Lady Grizz are going to get called for a moving screen on the offensive end as Utah Valley will take over on the turnover. Sophia Stiles and Maria Carvalho really going at it as each are bringing the ball up the court. Just a tough entry pass by Maria Carvalho, trying to find Josie Williams. She's got to do a little bit better job working down and trying to get that entry pass as a bounce pass rather than a high lob. It's really difficult for the big to handle that. Pickens will take the open three, and she has got a smooth jump shot as she has got 5 of the 7 points for the Lady Grizz. Great entry pass by Dos Santos to Josie Williams, and she finds Braslis on the backside and unable to finish. But Utah Valley gets the offensive board and has a second chance opportunity here. They're really looking to get it into Josie Williams on the block, as she's proven to be effective down there on the block in the recent outings. Jump shot is missed by the Wolverines, and Pickens with another three. Comes up short this time. Utah Valley with the rebound. Again, looking heavily at Josie Williams on the block. Jordan Holland long on the wing three as Goligoski with the rebound takes it down the court for the Lady Grizz. They get the entry pass to Frolic. The right hook and misses. And off the deflection, Utah Valley will gain possession as substitutions are made for the Wolverines and the Lady Grizz. Number 11 and number 44, Abby Anderson, along with Emma Stockholm, will enter for the Lady Grizz. For the Wolverines, Naomi McKenzie and Madison Grange, the sophomore, will enter. Madison comes in without hesitation, fires the open three but misses. And the Lady Grizz, they do a really good job pushing the ball down the court off a made or a missed basket. And there's some battling going on inside between Johnson and Grange. So far, Utah Valley shooting 20%, 3 of 15 from the field, and Montana 3 of 10, shooting 30%. As De Los Santos knocks down the wing three for the Wolverines, putting them back in the lead 9-7 with 1:45 remaining in the first. Montana working the ball around the three-point line, seeking the entry pass. As Taylor Goligoski knocks down the three. Both teams just trading threes. As Sophia Stiles gets the steal off Naomi McKenzie on the inbounds. Sophia Stiles has been playing very heavily full court pressure for the Lady Grizz with the early turnover. Eve Braslis going to be called for the moving screen as it happens right in front of the officials. She didn't do a good job of keeping her feet set. She was playing the early pick and roll and ended up rolling just a little too soon, and the officials have already called a moving screen on one end of the court, so they're going to be keeping things consistent and calling it on both ends. Sophia Stiles looking to post up for the Lady Grizz. Stockholm with the right hook and misses. Wolverines, 33 seconds left in the game. 19 on the shot clock. The Wolverines will look to work it around and try to find an entry pass and get it into Megan Jensen, but it's stolen by Stockholm, who takes it down the court, finds Stiles at the top of the key, comes up well short. Utah Valley is going to take the last shot here. See if we see a high ball screen and a drive or a pick and pop. It's the pick and pop, and Megan Jensen knocks down the three at the buzzer for the Wolverines to tie it up at 12 to end the first period. Great job by Megan Jensen. Setting the ball screen and picking and popping, and Naomi McKenzie finding her to knock down that three. Things are all tied as we end the first quarter, and we will be right back for the start of the second after this commercial break.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool, too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Nice.
And we are back here in the Lockhart Arena with our matchup between Utah Valley and University of Montana, Lady Grizz. Score is all tied 12-12 as we will begin the second period here shortly. Some stats after the first quarter. Shooting, the Lady Grizz shooting 35% from the field, while the Wolverines are shooting 29% from the field. Jamie Pickens for the Lady Grizz leads scores with 5, and Megan Jensen and Kiana De Los Santos for the Wolverines, both with 3. Utah Valley has the ball. It's Neha Sohail with the kick to Madison Grange, who knocks down the three-pointer from the left wing. Great look right there by Neha Sohail, finding Madison. Madison calmly knocking it down. Madison doing a great job on both ends of the floor. She's being very active on the defensive end here with the deflection as Stockholm was trying to gather that. Johnson with the spin and the 10-foot jump shot. And that right there shows why she leads the Lady Grizz in points per game. She is a well-experienced senior guard for the Lady Grizz. The Wolverines finding Madison Grange again on the wing, and she's being very aggressive. I really like what she's doing. You know, she came in early on, took her first shot, missed her first 3. But second chance came around and she was able to knock it down. And right there, she pump faked on the 3 and took it baseline and drew the foul. See if we can't get Sohail or Madison Grange on a drive. Sohail misses the 15-footer from the free throw line. And De Los Santos almost picks off the pass in the backcourt. The ball's going to be off Madison Grange as she is trying to grab the rebound over Harrington. Lady Grizz ball underneath. Johnson finds Harrington wide open. Just the lack of communication right there by the Wolverines as there was a screen and the defenders weren't talking, and both went with one and left Harrington wide open underneath. Neha missing the 15-footer on the right wing. Stockholm short from the left wing for the Lady Grizz, but they retain the offensive rebound, and Goligowski knocking down her second 3 of the game, extending the Lady Grizz lead to 4 with 8 minutes left in the second period. Madison Grange with the great drive to the hoop and looking to find Megan Jensen underneath, but just unable to find her with the bounce passes. There was a handful of Lady Grizz defenders. And a turnover by the Wolverines. Anderson running it off the free throw elbow. Sets the screen for Styles. Didn't roll. The Lady Grizz coach is yelling at her that she should have rolled on that because the middle was wide open. Harrington with the three comes up short, and Josie Williams with the rebound for the Wolverines. Carvalho brings the ball down the court. Had Jordan Holland on the left. Instead went to Sohail on the right. It finds Brassless. Brassless unable to convert again with the left hook. She had Jordan Holland on the backside wing. You know, I thought she had a good look there as well. In great position, but unable to convert. Carvalho and Styles back at it once again. You know, both with full court pressure on each other. Styles able to draw the foul. A great back door by Harrington, and Styles finding her, but Josie Williams getting called for the foul. You know, looked like she went straight up on the play, but the ref said she came down on Harrington with her arms. So Harrington will shoot two from the line and knocks down the first. And the second is short. Williams with the rebound. Carvalho ready to set up the offense for the Wolverines. Looking for the entry pass to Josie. Josie underneath. It's going to get caught for 3 seconds in the key. And she had position and decided to pass it out and then just didn't get out of the key. So turnover Wolverines, and the Lady Grizz will take over. Pickens going at Josie Williams. Able to convert. Jamie Pickens, the freshman from Helena, Montana, doing a great job for the Lady Grizz. As Brassless misses yet again with the left. She's struggling from the field today, 1 for 7. And she's just unable to convert. Hopefully some of those shots start falling. Looks like Josie Williams is going to get called with the offensive foul as Jamie Pickens had position, and Josie Williams just plowed right through her coming down the court. Styles will bring up the ball up the court with Carvalho as the defender. Carvalho wins this time with the steal. Oh, it's Sohail. It looks like she got away with a little bit of a travel. Maybe she didn't have full possession of the ball and able to finish. And the Wolverines cut the lead down to 5 with 5:35 remaining. Anderson trying to do a little too much out there on the right baseline as she shuffled her feet with the spin. Utah Valley looking to find Sohail underneath. A great seal, great entry pass by Megan Jensen. As Sohail with excellent position, able to convert. 19-22, the Lady Grizz lead. Styles going right at Carvalho, unable to convert on the layup, and Carvalho steps out, so the Lady Grizz will take possession underneath as Johnson looks for the entry pass. Last time they set up a good look and got an easy 2-point layup. Moving screen here called on Jamie Pickens. That's the third moving screen we've had of the game, as it looks like we're going to be taking a media timeout here. The Wolverines 19, the Lady Grizz 22 with 4:58 in the second remaining. We'll be right back.
I came to college to play my sport, but more importantly, to earn a degree.
I'm constantly learning from those around me, my professors and peers, my coaches and teammates, and even my opponents.
There's nothing better than game day, battling side by side with my teammates.
The competition is what pushes me to be the best that I can be.
I take pride in my community and want to ensure that I am giving back and inspiring the next generation to do the same.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Welcome back, everyone, as we resume play here in the second quarter. The Wolverines 19, the Lady Grizz 22 with 4:58 remaining. Carvalho bringing the ball down the court for the Wolverines. Both teams shooting much better from the field here this second period. The Wolverines shooting 42% as Sohail knocks down the three on the wing. And the Lady Grizz shooting 44% this second period. Utah Valley and the Lady Grizz both with 12 points here already in the second period, as Johnson battling on the inside, draws contact on Megan Johnson, and will shoot two from the line. Johnson knocks down the first of two. And knocks down the second. As Harrington will sub in for Golagowski. Utah Valley looking to enter to Brassless, trying to find Megan Jensen underneath, working hard. Stockholm is called for the foul, trying to battle with Megan Jensen under the basket. Great find by Megan Jensen to Sohail on the baseline. Sohail unable to finish, but Megan Jensen collects and is able to draw contact as she goes back up. She'll shoot two from the line. We will have a timeout called by the Lady Grizz coach Schwayen. Utah Valley 22, Montana 24 with 4 minutes remaining.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
And we're back. Megan Jensen at the line, shooting 2. She's a 71% free throw shooter on the season as she knocks down the first. Comes up a little short on the second as Jordan Holland bangs into Harrington, going for the offensive rebound, and the foul's called. Harrington will go to the other end and shoot free throws. Both teams doing an excellent job crashing the glass, being very aggressive, and just overall battling as Harrington knocks down the first. And converts on the second as well. Utah Valley pushing the pace here. All game long, the strategy for the Wolverines has been to find one of the bigs down on the block or the high-low action. Jordan Holland with a pretty left-handed finish. She gets her first points of the game. Utah Valley has mixed things up with a little zone defense here. Gets the defensive rebound, and Utah Valley working it around the top. Carvalho knocks down the 3 from the left wing. Carvalho with her first made basket of the game after 4 straight misses, able to convert. Utah Valley leads 28-26. As Megan Jensen gets a hand on the entry pass. Don't be surprised if we find Brassless here. She's got good position. She's going to be called for 3 seconds. She had position. It looked like it might have been close to either a 3-second or a travel. I think the refs had different calls, but either way, it results in a turnover for the Wolverines. Holland and Harrington battling underneath. Looked like Holland had position, and Harrington actually hooked her arm. But I don't think the official saw that. So Harrington's going to get to the line and have 2 free throw opportunities here. She knocks down the first. And the second, tying the game at 28 apiece with 2:25 remaining. Harrington now leading all with scores with 7, as well as Sohail, who is currently on the bench for the Wolverines. Carvalho continues with the full court pressure, looking to get another steal. Another 3 seconds is going to be called, and this time on the Lady Grizz as Harrington posting up, had the position. Both teams seem to be making the similar mistakes. As Styles almost with the steal on Carvalho. Megan Jensen and Harrington battling for that rebound. Megan Jensen able to come down with it, but Harrington had her arm. So Megan Jensen will go to the line for 2. As Sohail checks in for Holland. And Goligowski checks in for Harrington for the Lady Grizz. Jensen knocks down the first. 2 for 3 from the line today. And knocks down the second. Carvalho is able to draw the turnover on Sophia Stiles as Stiles took it all the way to the hoop but just bounced it off her leg. Well, these two are really going at it. That's what you like to see is a tough point guard matchup. De Los Santos puts up a 3 and is long. Minute 15 remaining. Utah Valley up by 2. The Lady Grizz posting up on the block. Johnson, but gets trapped. Goligowski puts up another wing 3 and misses as Eve Braslis brings it down the court. Utah Valley going to set up an offensive set here. High-low action to Sohail. Just a little too much congestion inside the paint for the Wolverines. Megan Jensen's got to get out of the key. 3 seconds will be called. Jump ball is called first. The Lady Grizz will take over. 32 seconds left, 30 on the shot clock. They'll seek to work the clock down and take the final shot here of the half, see if they can tie it up. It's Utah Valley leads 30-28. Look for a ball screen possibly for Johnson or a wing pick and pop with Goligowski. She's been shooting well from the field. Goligowski with the drive and the finish, able to tie it up as time expires for the Lady Grizz. And that'll do it for the first half here in the Lockhart Arena. Utah Valley 30, the Lady Grizz 30, as we're in a tough matchup. And we will be right back here after halftime.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool, too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away, if the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Hey, you gonna do this or what? You gotta do it. And keep doing it. Do it big. Bigger. Hit it. Step it up. Always take the risk. Don't just watch it. Put your phone down and do it. Drip splash like the ice on the wrist. That's a call I can't miss. Set my goals like a goal. Hit the switch. Check it off the checklist. In a position to win. In a position to go. In a position to win. Do it with one hand behind your back.
One now.
Do it blindfolded.
Next.
Do it your endorsement deal. Say you shouldn't.
Section 43C, no rope swing over canyon ducks.
Like what's happening? Do what they say you can't. Can you? Because there are those who don't and those who do. Yes, sir. Let's do.
Utah has embodied the spirit of industry. From the first transcontinental railroad to the first department store, we've led the way. As part of the Murdoch Auto team, we're proud to carry on this tradition. That's because when we say you are the heart of our business, it's more than just a slogan. It's our commitment to the values we all hold dear with no regrets. You've got to come see why you truly are the heart of our business. Murdoch Hyundai of Linden, part of the Murdoch Auto team. Click MurdochHyundaiLinden.com.
Make some noise!
Let's do this.
Come on.
Creators, the world needs an answer. Give us the answer. Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds.
Creators run the show. We want the answer. From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. right. Flip the script. Rewrite the room. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
In the WAC, we value sportsmanship on the field,
On the track, on the court, in the pool.
and in the stands.
We take pride in playing fair and being honest.
We honor the game by showing respect for our opponents,
The officials,
the fans, and our team.
Great sportsmanship is about keeping everything in perspective.
It's about taking ownership after a loss.
and being humble after a win.
We hope you'll team up with us by staying positive on the sidelines. Because great sportsmanship is what unites us. We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back, everyone, here to the Lockhart Arena in Orem, Utah. Utah Valley and Montana both tied at 30 apiece as we begin the third period here shortly. So far in the first half, it's been a tough battle between both teams. For Utah Valley, Neha Sohail leading the way with 7 points. And Megan Jensen also contributing 6 points. For the Lady Grizz of Montana, Gabby Harrington with 7, Jamie Pickens with 7, and Taylor Golagowski with 8. The Wolverines have made 5 3-pointers so far in this first half, with a season high of 7 coming in their last home game against Idaho State. So we'll look for Utah Valley to see if they can continue the trend of shooting the 3 ball at a high percentage here this afternoon, shooting at 45%. And the Lady Grizz, their bench has provided a huge spark with 15 points coming from the bench. Pickens and Golagowski taking care of a lot of business for the Lady Grizz, and we start the third period here. Utah Valley again seeking the entry pass to Josie Williams. They've been really adamant throughout the first half, trying to get the ball inside. You know, once again, every coach will say, throw a bounce pass. The Lady Grizz working the ball up top. Utah Valley doing a good job defending, and Sophia Stiles wide open underneath, but Harrington overthrows and out of bounds. Utah Valley basketball. Brassless posting up. Jordan Holland. It's been a little quiet for the Wolverines today as she puts up a 3 from the top and misses, but Utah Valley with the offensive board, they now have 10 offensive rebounds compared to the Lady Grizz. Good job getting second. Josie Williams draws the foul. Quick substitution here by the Lady Grizz, inserting Golagowski for Harrington as she picks up her 3rd foul. Williams knocks down the first. And knocks down the second. She too has a really nice form in her shot, and that's why she shoots at a high percentage. Carvalho picks up Johnson. Ooh, Jordan Holland is called with the hands. Looked like she might have gotten the ball there. Little physical, a little too much on the wing as she picks up her first foul of the half. Johnson unable to connect on a free throw jumper. Sohail with the running floater comes up short. Style goes to take it down, but Sohail pokes it out. The Lady Grizz will have possession. Utah Valley playing man-to-man defense. They've been mixing it up in past games with man-to-man and a trapping zone. Today, mainly going with the man-to-man. I think Coach Nielsen thinks they can match up quite well, and so far they've done a good job of playing D on the Lady Grizz. Brassless unable to convert on the corner three. Stockholm gets position, and Brassless, smart, just going straight up as Stockholm had the advantage and knocked it down. Carvalho took that ball down the court after the made basket. Unable to convert as Abby Anderson blocked the reverse shot. But Utah Valley will keep possession here and see what they have drawn out as Madison Grange is subbed in. And she's aggressive yet again for the Wolverines. Madison Grange with 5 coming off the bench. Great move by Pickens with the drop step spin, but unable to convert with the left hand. Utah Valley takes it down. Look for a pick and pop here as Madison Grange is confident in her three-point shot at the moment, and Utah Valley trying to find her. Stockholm going to get called for the reach-in as she reached around Brassless on the entry pass. Utah Valley will inbound from the baseline as Carvalho has the ball. Great find by Sohail as Eve Brassless was cutting down towards the hoop, able to convert for 2. Utah Valley with a 4-point lead. As Pickens shuffles her feet on the left wing and turns it over. That's her 3rd turnover this afternoon. Utah Valley looking to extend the lead. Their biggest lead has been 4 so far, and now 7 as Madison Grange knocks down her 2nd 3 of the game. She is coming off the bench hot for the Wolverines. Utah Valley 39, Montana 32 with 6 minutes as we take a timeout here. We'll be right back.
Car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking. Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. Your no regrets dealer.
Welcome back, everyone. Here at the Lockhart Arena, Utah Valley 39, Montana 32, 6:03 remaining in the 3rd period as Utah Valley is on a 7-0 run in the last minute. Madison Grange with 5 of those points. 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. The sophomore from right here in Salt Lake City, Utah, doing work for the Wolverines. Montana will start the 3rd, and immediately a turnover as Josie Williams jumps the entry pass to Pickens. Utah Valley working it around the three-point line as Montana shifted to a zone defense. Carvalho misses the 3. She's been struggling here this afternoon, 1 of 7. Pickens long on the 3. Sohail taking it down, looking to find Josie, but tough pass there on the fast break as Pickens was in good position for the Lady Grizz. Utah Valley looking to set up a play here. See if Madison Grange is involved in this, as she is shooting 75% from the field. Close skip pass to Madison as she misses the wing jumper and body's on the ground. So the ball goes off. Eve Brassless, and Montana will have possession. Looks like we've got a media timeout here. Utah Valley 39 still, and Montana 32 with 4:53 remaining. We'll be right back.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
What's the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else?
In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life. If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Chevrolet. I promise you'll love it.
And we're back here. Montana with possession, down by 7 as Utah Valley's got on a 7-0 run for the last 2 minutes. Double screen set up for Goligowski, who's been shooting well. She instead decides to drive and dish off Styles' hand. Another turnover by the Lady Grizz, as that is their 13th turnover for the game. Sohail knocks down the long 2 in the corner. Sohail and Grange really doing a great job for the Wolverines, shooting the ball very effectively from the field. Oh. Grange and Froelich get a little tangled up here at the free throw line. Grange showing the passion. And I think she thought that was on Froelich. She picks up her first foul. Doing a good job denying the inbound pass. Sohail with the deflection. She stepped out as she was saving it along the sideline. Johnson been a little quiet for the Lady Grizz here. Oh. Foul call. That's Madison Grange. Was fighting off defenders in the backcourt. Utah Valley with a lead of 9, the largest lead of the game by either team. The Lady Grizz 0 points in the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds. As Carvalho had a chance to extend the lead to 12, but missed by a wide margin. Utah Valley so far this season struggling to find their identity as a team. A new coach, new players, new system. Only with one win so far this season. Looking for their second win here today. They're definitely playing like they want it. Sohail spots up again. Misses long this time. Stiles with the attack on the other end. Able to stop the bleeding for the Lady Grizz. Utah Valley looking for a little high-low action here. Megan Jensen with the turnover as she forced that entry pass to Brassless. I think it would have been smarter for her to kick it back out and for the Wolverines to work it back around again. Frolic falls to the ground, able to pass it to Pickens, but Pickens struggling here in this second half. She had 7 in the first. Has yet to make a field goal. Stockholm will sub in for Frolic for the Lady Grizz, as well as Naomi McKenzie subbing in for Carvalho for the Wolverines. Sohail drives left. McKenzie bobbles the handoff. Brassless, the great drive to the left, unable to finish, but she finishes the second one. Utah Valley 43, Montana 34 with 1:50 left here in the third period. Great offensive set there by the Lady Grizz as they set a screen along the baseline. And Pickens with the pop in the bucket as Sydney Wright, my apologies. Sydney Wright with the turnover as Stiles with the pressure yet again. Difficult shot by Harrington as she falls to the ground. The Lady Grizz with the offensive board, looking to regroup, reset. The kick. Harrington with the wing three, had a good look, unable to convert. Sohail gobbles up another rebound. She's got 6 on the day. But a turnover by the Wolverines will give the ball right back to the Lady Grizz, who are down 7 with 40 seconds left in the third period. Look for the Lady Grizz to do a high-low action. They've run the same set multiple times. They've done it again, and Pickens, same result, able to knock down that little 12-foot jumper. She's very confident there. She's got 11 for the Lady Grizz. And Wolverines just, that might be an adjustment they are going to want to make at the end of this period. As Carvalho with the turnover and the travel, giving the ball back to the Lady Grizz with 10 seconds left, as they'll look to take the last shot here. Johnson denies the high ball screen, and Stiles unable to get a shot off as the quarter closes. And just a lack of awareness on the time on the clock there as Utah Valley leads going into the fourth quarter, 43, Montana 38. We'll be right back.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/Morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. Morehouse, same payment. Only at UCCU, inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
When you know before you go how the latest breaking news, traffic, and weather will affect you, that equals a good morning. Wake up with the news specialists on KSL Today. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
And we're back to start the fourth quarter here at the Lockhart Arena. The Wolverines 43, the Lady Grizz 38. As the Lady Grizz will take possession to start this fourth quarter. Utah Valley with a 13-8 third quarter and a 7-0 run for 3 minutes in that third quarter where Montana just went cold. So we've got a foul here on Madison Grange, battling Pickens for the defensive rebound. Sohail and Megan Jensen subbing out as Josie Williams and Jordan Holland sub in. Sohail leading the way for the Wolverines with 9 points. As Harrington, again, off the inbounds pass, is able to find an opening. Now that's happened twice so far this game where the Lady Grizz have been able to draw up a good play coming out of bounds and able to get an easy 2-point bucket. Madison Grange with the 3, in and out as Sophia Stiles gets Pickens the entry pass. Pickens just going right to work. She has had a fantastic game. 13 points, 6 of 11 from the field for Jamie Pickens. Jordan Holland with the running floater. And the foul. It looked like Jamie Pickens might have had pretty good defensive position there, but maybe turned to the side just as Jordan Holland was attacking the basket. It's Jordan Holland looking to get the and one here as she knocks it down. Utah Valley up by 4 with 8:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter, seeking their second win of the season under coach Dan Nilsson. Oh, Sophia Stiles finds Johnson on the back screen lob. Almost thought she was maybe going to try and dunk it there for a moment. With the athletic play, Johnson able to convert, cut the lead down to 2. Grange looking to attack, but great help defense by the Lady Grizz as the ball is deflected out of bounds. Substitution, Sohail for Josie Williams, as Josie looks like she's got a little bit of blood on her chin. Gassless. Sohail with the wing 3, long. Stockholm with the rebound. The Lady Grizz looking to tie or take back the lead as they get it to Pickens. Inside, unable to convert on the spin. Stockholm with the ball as Pickens wisely calls a timeout for a team. As Utah Valley is 46, Montana 44 with 7:43 left in the fourth quarter. We will take a media timeout and be right back.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Welcome back, everyone. 7:43 left in the fourth period. Utah Valley 46, Montana 44, as Montana will inbound the ball underneath the basket, looking to tie the game after being down by 9. They've been able to claw back against the Wolverines, and Utah Valley doing a good job defending the inbounds pass, but Madison Grange is caught with the foul. That'll be her third for the game, as Montana will inbounds yet again, and they find Styles underneath. That's 3 times they've been able to find. So an off the inbounds pass underneath for an easy 2. Coach Nielsen not happy with Carvajo's defense on that last play. Utah Valley a little slow here, working it around as Carvajo puts up the 3 and misses off to the left. Johnson drives past, dishes the Pickens, who calmly knocks down the shot, as Montana is now up by 2, 48-46. Jamie Pickens doing an excellent job. She's got 15 points here this afternoon to lead all scorers. She's done an excellent job of getting the ball and not waiting. You know, oftentimes you'll see bigs get the ball and collect, and you know that's when the guards come and dig and get the steals. But Pickens, as soon as she gets it, she does not hesitate whatsoever. She will move left or right and finish with the left hook or the drop step and the right hook. And she's also got the sweet mid-range game, which she showed off for us this afternoon. Utah Valley a little stagnant here this fourth quarter, as they've only scored 3 points, and the Lady Grizz are on a 6-0 run in the last minute, 24 seconds. Coach Nielsen drawing up a play here out of the timeout.
Let's go Utah Valley.
Don't be surprised if it goes to Madison Grange or a little high-low action with Brassless and Megan Jensen. Madison Grange picks up her dribble. Megan Jensen with the great footwork and move on the inside as Stockholm didn't attempt to block the shot, went straight up, not risking the and one opportunity. The game's tied. Pickens with the jumper off to the right, saved by Harrington. And the Lady Grizz are going to get called with the foul as Pickens bumped into Jordan Holland as they were fighting for that loose ball roundup. Golagowski subs in for Johnson for the Lady Grizz. De Los Santos will bring the ball up for the Wolverines. And the Lady Grizz have shifted to what looks like a zone defense. As Grange drives baseline with a tough finish. Converts for her 10th point of the game, putting Utah Valley back up by 2. Montana enters the ball to Stockholm, who gets fouled by Brassless on the turnaround jumper. She'll shoot 2 from the line. Stockholm misses the first. And converts on the second. The lead is 1 for Utah Valley. De Los Santos bringing down the ball. Moving screen by Megan Jensen. That's something that just can't happen at the end of the game like that. Crucial play, 1 point lead, 5 minutes on the clock. De Los Santos got to give a little bit more time before she runs off that screen. Megan Jensen was not set at all. Harrington battling with Megan Jensen on the inside as Jensen blocks a shot. Stockholm gets the rebound and finishes. The Lady Grizz up by 1. Holland down in the left corner. Range with the entry pass to Megan Jensen. Jensen short. Rebound Lady Grizz. The intensity level has definitely stepped up here in the arena as it's a 1 point game with 4:40 remaining. Pickens with a great find to Stockholm. And she draws a lot of attention because she's got those 15 points here this afternoon. And Stockholm just waltzed to the basket. Wolverines down 3 as passes deflected and the Lady Grizz take it down. Golagowski finishes. And Utah Valley finds itself down 5 after a 7-0 run by the Lady Grizz. In the last minute 30, we will take a short timeout and we'll be right back.
In the WAC, we value sportsmanship on the field,
On the track, on the court, in the pool,
and in the stands.
We take pride in playing fair and being honest.
We honor the game by showing respect for our opponents,
The officials,
the fans, and our team.
Great sportsmanship is about keeping everything in perspective.
It's about taking ownership after a loss.
And being humble after a win.
We hope you'll team up with us by staying positive on the sidelines. Because great sportsmanship is what unites us.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, It's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
And we're back. Utah Valley down 5 with 4:18 remaining. And they have the ball, bringing it down the court as Carvalho finding Jordan Holland. They're looking for Josie Williams on the inside. They got to make sure they get a good entry pass. So if they're going to find her, they've turned it over a few times on bad entry passes. Grange with the 3 comes up short. She looks like she may have cooled down just a little bit, as she is now 4 for 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from behind the three-point line. Johnson with the fadeaway jumper over Carvalho. The senior showing why she leads this team with her experience. Josie Williams with the left hook, a little too strong, and Utah Valley finds itself down 7 now with 3 minutes left as the Lady Grizz have gone on a 9-0 run, making 4 of their last 4 field goals. Harrington is fouled by Josie Williams. Josie Williams catching her across the head as she drove to the basket. It's a great challenge by Josie Williams. You know, right there you're down 7. You can't afford to, give away 2 other points. Make them earn it from the line here as Harrington knocks down the first. Second one on the way, and it's good. Montana 59, Utah Valley 50, 3 minutes remaining. Entry pass to Williams. Williams with a skip, and Johnson saw it coming a mile away. Picks it off. They're unable to convert on the fast break. Styles will pull it out, and they'll set it back up here, take some time off the clock. Utah Valley has got to get a stop here. Otherwise, they're going to have to start fouling. Coach Nielsen yelling emphatically for a 3-second call, and it is granted as Johnson was definitely in the paint for more than 3 seconds. Holland gets it down in the corner, and the shot is blocked by Pickens. Josie Williams battling, finds Brassless cutting, and Brassless unable to finish. Jump ball. Utah Valley is going to keep possession here under the basket. 2:15 to play, down 9. They need a quick 2, possibly a 3. Can't afford any more turnovers off those long skip passes. Carvalho shot is blocked by Pickens. And Montana up 9 with just under 2 minutes to play. Utah Valley probably got one more possession of not fouling in them. Then they're going to have to foul and try and shorten or elongate this game. Johnson long with the runner, and shot clock violation by the Lady Grizz. Wolverines will take over. Wolverines have got to be quick here as they do not have much time. Can't be hesitating. Got to go attack the basket or find a pick and pop shot. So far, Carvalho is dribbling around a little too much. Able to find an opening, but unable to convert. Brassless with the offensive board misses again. And off the Wolverines. Lady Grizz will keep the ball. Wolverines are going to have to foul here as they're down 9 with a minute left. Megan Jensen with the steal. Wolverines have got to go push it. Carvalho picks up her dribble. Jordan Holland finds Sohail at the top, and Sohail misses wide left. Lady Grizz breaking this full court trap. Holland gets called with the foul as she goes to steal it from Stockholm. Stockholm will shoot 2. Looking to extend this lead to potentially 11 as Stockholm here. She knocks down the first. The Lady Grizz are on a 13-0 run in the last 5 minutes. Carvalho rushing the ball down the court. As Jordan Holland weaves through and is able to complete the left-handed layup. They're now down 9 with 25 seconds remaining as the first foul comes. It's going to be 5 fouls on Jordan Holland as Dale Santos checks in. The senior, Mackenzie Johnson, will shoot 2 for the Lady Grizz. She knocks down the first. Johnson with 9 points, looking for her 10th. And she gets it. Wolverines look like they're going to be out of time here as they're down by 11 and turnover happens. Not sure if the Wolverines will foul it all here as they're down 11 with 10 seconds remaining. See if they can't get a steal, but looking like the Lady Grizz are going to finish this off and get the victory here in Orem. And they do. Utah Valley falls to Montana 52-63. It was a well-played game by both teams, very aggressive. But the Wolverines, they had it. They had the lead going into the fourth quarter. But the Lady Grizz of Montana went on a 15-2 run in the last 6 minutes of the fourth to just shut down Utah Valley entirely and to get the victory. Some key players for today's game: Pickens for the Lady Grizz and Sohail for the Wolverines. Sohail finishing with 9 points, and Madison Grange also with a great performance for the Wolverines. It was a Tough game for the Wolverines here this afternoon. They had a chance, looking like they had a high probability of pulling out their second win of the season. But the turnovers got them at the end of the fourth quarter as Montana outscored them 25-9 in the fourth. Utah Valley finishing with 20 turnovers. Some final stats for today's game. Jamie Pickens, 15 points for the Lady Grizz. Gabby Harrington, 11. Emma Stockholm, 11. Kenzie Johnson, 10. And Taylor Goligowski, 10 for the Lady Grizz. For the Wolverines, Madison Grange led the way with 10 points. Neha Sohail, 9. Jordan Holland, 9. Eve Braslis, 8. And Megan Jensen, 8. And that's going to do it for us here this afternoon at the Lockhart Arena. Final score again, Utah Valley 52, Montana 63. Thanks everyone for joining, and we will see you at the next game, which will be